Welcome, one and all, to Scotch and Smoke Rings. Good to have you on the program today. Today we are playing Mouse P.I. Detective for Hire. It's a new game that came out back in April and had a lot of people requesting it, and I'm looking forward to it. I did test it on my machine before I went live, and it's working fine, so crossing fingers that it's all going to go according to plan. But we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Facebook. Good to see everybody. Roman on Facebook, Minnie Mao on Twitch, Asdavar on Kick. Of course, all of our regulars, members, and Patreon supporters on YouTube today. Alt Grendel, Delia, Tosca, Craig Euler, Scoopy, Spoopy, Snoopy. I can never get that right. Antonio Ascension. So the way this program works is for the first hour or so, we have a bit of a Q&A, usually about the Fallout universe, and then we dive into the gameplay. So if you're watching the VOD after the fact and you're just here to see some gameplay, skip ahead about an hour. But if you're live, now's the time to send me your questions. The one and only Akuma on Twitch says, "Bro, it's been so long since I watched your Fallout 4 videos. I still do because I love Fallout 4 and 76. Thank you very much." The one and only Akuma. Jankus the Great says, "It's rare I watch these lives. I'm glad to be here." Thank you, Jankus the Great. It's good to have you here. Eastside Shogun says, "What brand of cigar today?" Today I'm smoking Voodoo. Voodoo San Andreas 60 is the brand of cigar today. It's starting to become a staple because they're very reasonably priced and pretty well made. Tanner Sullivan says, "What state are you streaming from?" I'm streaming from Washington State today. And it's almost 10 o'clock my time, so this is going to be a late night for all of us, I think. Not sure how long I'll go. Until I get too tired or until we hit 4 hours, whichever one happens first. Avery Tinker says, "Which is your favorite Fallout?" I can't answer that question. They're all good for different reasons. And I usually go through those reasons at least once a live stream because that's a very, very popular question. I would say that, the Interplay Fallouts, of course, started everything and solidified the tone of the franchise. Fallout 3 did exceptional environmental storytelling. Fallout New Vegas did exceptional world building and character growth. Fallout 4 did really good gunplay and character growth as well. So it's hard to choose a favorite from among such great candidates. Jankus the Great says, "I'll look through your mod muster. I don't know if you have reviewed Ashland Station." A mod called Ashland Station? It doesn't ring a bell. I don't think I have. Sandra Wennick says, "Hey Oxhorn, been rewatching your Fallout 76 videos in order. You are awesome." Thank you so much, Sandra. Luke on Facebook says, "Afternoon, Ox." Good to see you, my friend. Afternoon to you. Greg Hinojos has sent 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Greg, and congratulations to Rebecca Hayes, It's Mickey's, Sean Davis, Eliel Shadow, and Dave VM. Thanks again, Greg Hinojos. Potato on Twitch says, I'm watching from Australia. I've been rewatching all of the Fallout 76 videos on YouTube. Will you do more for Fallout 76? Like lore for Burning Springs? No, probably not. I mean, if there's ever any new content, I'll probably cover it. Like I did with Burning Springs. When Burning Springs came out, I devoted several days to live streaming the entire thing. Then I did a review video for Burning Springs. But in terms of lore, there wasn't a lot of lore in Burning Springs. What was there wasn't finished. With the exception of the Abraxadine story, which I covered. I covered in my review on Burning Springs. The Abraxadine story was interesting. It was good, but I talked about it in my review. There's really not much more you can say about it. And aside from that one story in the Burning Springs DLC, everything else was really unfinished. There was a side plot about some scientist guy who created a cult, and people started following him, and it led to him starting a raider faction and all of that. But Burning Springs wasn't that popular. I mean, it just wasn't in terms of YouTube content. So as much as it was all right. Burning Springs was a bit mediocre because the story of the Dust King or the Rust King, whatever his name was, wasn't done, and the story of your interaction with Burning Springs as a location wasn't finished either. It just sort of left a bad taste in most people's mouths, and so I probably won't be covering any dedicated lore for Burning Springs. Greg Williams says, hey, Oxhorn, it's easy to deter women from eating Tide Pods. Tide Pods? What's a Tide Pod? But it's harder to deter gents. Whoops, I forgot that was the wrong button. There you go. Tide Pods, right? Tide, as in Tide the detergent. It's not Tide Pod, I don't think. I think it's Tide Pod. But now I understand it. Yes, it's easier to deter women from eating Tide Pods, but harder to deter gents. Love it. Thank you, Greg Williams. William Patterson says, keep up being awesome. I've been watching your videos for what feels like a decade now. This is my second or third time watching you live. Thank you so much, Will Patterson. Good to see you today. Alt Grendel says, someone broke into my house and stole my lamp. I should be upset, but really, I'm delighted. Delighted. Like being dewormed. Delight. Okay. Thank you very much, Alt Grendel. Cool Man Fight says, good morning, Oxhorn. It's 7 a.m. here. Hello there, Cool Man Fight. Good to have you on the program. Scoopy Snoopy says, 23 months now, and I watch you since your Fallout 3. Thank you so much, Scoopy Snoopy. Had so much fun with Fallout 3. Jankus the Great says, Ashland Station is a great Fallout 4 mod, just saying. All right, well, it's been a while since I've played a Fallout 4 mod, but thank you so much, Jankus the Great. Cortez Sams says, what's your favorite gun from any game? I mean, I don't know about any game, but really what springs to mind is the Fat Man launcher, of course. It's not practical for everyday use. It's good in small, certain situations, but it's so satisfying. Just that big kaboom. The Fat Man. Jankus the Great says, I think I've been watching you for a few years now. You are great. Thank you so much, Jankus the Great. Will Patterson says, do you have a Scotch brand recommendation? Yeah, I mean, most Scotches are pretty good. Scotch itself it's really strong. You know, it's got a unique flavor compared to most other whiskeys. So, but most Scotches are great. Typically, the older the Scotch, the smoother it's going to be. Single malts tend to be better than blendeds, but there are some who really love blendeds. I don't even know if you can find a blended Scotch, though. But I would recommend Lagavulin, Laphroaig, Glenlivet, Glenmorangie. Those are really my go-to Scotches. Robin Woodall is back on Facebook. Hey there, friends. She says, hey there, Robin Woodall. Taylor Tutton on Facebook says, long time no see, brother. Hope you're well. Thank you, Taylor. I'm very well. It's good to see you again. Coach McDaddy says, how long do cigars last? I was gifted one 2 months ago. They can theoretically last, forever if you care for them right. The thing with cigars is if they dry out and you then light them, they burn really fast, which leads to an accumulation of tar, which can burn your tongue. It turns into a little acid, and it gives you what's called tongue bite, which is just an uncomfortable sensation while smoking. And it ruins the flavor. It's horrible. But if you keep them too wet, if it's too humid, if you let them, get soggy, then they can not only develop mold and, bugs and stuff, but they burn too slowly. And if it burns too slowly, we kind of get the same problem. You start boiling the tar in the leaves themselves, which can, again, lead to tongue bite. So theoretically, yes, you can keep a cigar forever, practically, if you keep it in a controlled environment, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 70% humidity. If you do that, you can keep it forever. Most people will get a humidor and refill it with, shot glasses full of distilled water and then fill them up every time they start to go down. That'll usually, for a desktop humidor, keep it at around 70% humidity. Or they'll get a little hygrometers that'll measure the humidity, and then sometimes humidifiers to keep the humidity up. There are some people who could just live in the right spot, and they don't need any of that, and they can keep their cigars from getting too dry or too wet. Greg Williams also asked, what is the most tedious task you can do in all of Fallout 3? Also, I could never get to Pinkerton in Rivet City. The swim to get to him sucks. So... the tedious tasks are the unmarked collection ones, getting the teddy bear for Maria in the pit, getting the pre-war books for Scribe Yearling, getting the jet for that guy in the metro, what's his name? Just all of those sort of unmarked recurring collection quests are a little bit tedious. As for getting to Pinkerton, you watch my video on Rivet City. I actually did a 3-video series on Rivet City where I showed how to get to Pinkerton, and I don't remember exactly how I did it. I think I walked out the doors of Rivet City and then walked on the outside of the wreckage until I dove in and then swam underneath and around. So I didn't go from the land. I went from the one half of the broken aircraft carrier. Dally Turn says, hey, Oxhorn, was just wondering, what's your favorite consumable from the Fallout series? Personally, I like Saddle Up Salisbury steak or maybe absinthe. Absinthe? Which game is absinthe in? Is that Fallout New Vegas? I don't remember. I didn't do a lot of the consumables in Fallout New Vegas because there were so many of them. Brock flour this, Brock flour that, jerky this. There were so many consumables. Was absinthe in Fallout New Vegas? I think it might have been. I don't remember. I don't recognize it from Fallout 76 or 3 or 4. So it's got to be New Vegas. In terms of my favorite consumables, I really enjoyed refreshing drink from Fallout 4. Easy to make. And it cures all of your rads. So I would make a big stack of that. It was in Fallout 3, says Anna Banana. I don't remember it in Fallout 3. It was in New Vegas, says Dally Turn and Deuteronomus. Oh. Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah, I didn't finish all of the... I didn't go through all the consumables in New Vegas, but that makes sense. Laughing Jack says, I forgot to ask you this last stream. What are your opinions on Fallout Shelter? It's all right. It's not a canonical Fallout game. I mean, there's no lore to be had. You're essentially creating your own vault, which you're already breaking canon by just making your own vault, and coming up with your own, randomly generated adventure. So it's a fun time waster, killer, because you're not wasting your time if you're having fun. And I usually play Fallout Shelter when I'm on a plane. Whenever I go on a long flight, I'll, crack open Fallout Shelter and work on my vault a little bit. And it's one of those games where you can only play it for a little bit before you're soft locked out of doing anything else unless you pay money. And I hate games like that, and I never want to do microtransactions personally. I realize that's the industry. It's not something I want to do. So I usually just play for a minute or two until I get soft locked, close the app, sleep for an hour on the flight, open it up, play for another minute or two until I get soft locked, crack open a book, read the book for a bit, just casually. Tanis1875 says, Hi Ox, do make the start of a stream. Work's been busy and haven't been able to catch a live stream in a while, but keep the great work. Keep in the great work. Thank you so much, Tanis1875. Glad you made it, my friend. Improv 11 says, Hey Oxhorn, Sunset Sarsaparilla or Nuka-Cola? Which do you think is the more shady soda brand? Well, Nuka-Cola. We don't know enough about Sunset Sarsaparilla's corporate structure to be able to judge whether or not it was a shady company or not. There just wasn't enough lore about the Sunset Sarsaparilla company in New Vegas. We do know that as a competitor, they were pretty antagonistic towards the Nuka-Cola company and did a lot of things to try and make themselves look like a superior beverage, even getting some of the Nuka-Cola company's lore and history wrong in Fallout New Vegas. But aside from that, there's nothing we can judge about the Sunset Sarsaparilla company. As for Nuka-Cola, John Caleb Bradburton was, working with the government to turn his soda drink into a weapon, and he was trying to, play the great game and survive the apocalypse by doing a bunch of nefarious stuff. Yet not a good company. But in terms of drinks, sarsaparilla drinks are great, but I'm not always in the mood for a root beer or a sarsaparilla drink. I could always drink a cola. That's the thing. I'm always down for a Diet Coke. Or a rum and Coke. Nuka-Cola Dark, everybody. Jack Forlop says, I just want to check your email is, and then it's redacted. I think Twitch is automatically redacting that. I think that goes back to what I said last week, that I'm looking to find people who are interested in freelance video editing and script writing and footage capture, people who are knowledgeable about Fallout. If they wanted to do, part-time freelance stuff like that, I'm certainly looking for people, and the email address was oxhorn.biz, B-I-Z, @gmail.com. I've gone through so many different company emails that I think that's the one I'm using, but yeah, oxhorn.biz @gmail.com if you're interested. Austin Ward says, Oxhorn, do you collect Funko Pops? I just bought the limited edition NCR Power Armor Funko Pop, and it's now a fine collection to my Fallout set. That's awesome. Congratulations. For me, I've never been into Funko Pops. I preferred to collect things from the Fallout universe that look like things that you could actually find in the Fallout universe. So before Bethesda really figured out their whole swag industry, you could only ever find props and replicas on Etsy that were handmade. So the vast majority of what I have are just handmade props that I found from crafters and creators on Etsy. But Bethesda's been getting really a lot better at their merch game. I think like 50% of the time they come out with things that I would never buy. They're just kind of ridiculous. But then the other 50% of the time they'll come out with some really interesting stuff that I think is pretty cool. They're really good with statues and, you know, like desktop statues, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Did I answer your question? I kind of started rambling. I forgot exactly what you asked. Golden Age says, wonder when we'll get set picks for Fallout Season 3. Yeah, I wonder. It's going by really fast, isn't it? We just finished Season 2, and they're already going to start filming on Season 3 here in a bit. We're probably going to be getting leaks pretty soon. Cross your fingers. Jankus the Great says, I'm so excited to watch you play the mouse game. Well, I'm excited to play it myself. Of course, I love anything film noir, and this whole Bendy and the Ink Machine vibe, which of course is based off of original Disney cartoons, is it's very atmospheric. So I'm looking forward to exploring that. Louis Farrow says, what do you hope to see Ox in Colorado? I actually did an entire video on this a couple of weeks ago, which is on my channel. It's what the ghoul can expect to see in Colorado. And what I expect to see is some form of Legion society, the remnants of a vast Legion empire. And I expect to see Vault Zero in the Cheyenne Mountains. We've got to at least explore it a little bit. I mean, it's there in Colorado. We gotta go to Vault Zero. But outside of that, I don't really know. I don't really know what to expect. Used for Dub says, thank you for the million videos you've made. I listen to them often while I fall asleep. Well, thank you very much for watching. Taylor O'Rourke says, have you been spoiled on this game at all, Ox? I'm curious as to how much you know about it. I know nothing about it, so I'm going into this with fresh eyes. Basically, people will recommend games to me in the chat during my show, and then I'll just make a note of it, and then revisit it when I need to find a new game. And that's what I did for this one, and it stood out to me, so it looked like something I wanted to play. But as for plot or gameplay or anything, I really don't know anything about it. Cornelius Noble on Facebook says, "Hey Ox, can I ask for thoughts and prayers for my wife's family? My wife's cousin's 17-year-old son died yesterday." Absolutely. Thanks for coming by and sharing. I'm so sorry for what's happened, and my condolences to you and your family. So major thoughts and prayers from me. Laughing Jack says, "I first learned about you from my parents because I started to play Fallout 4 a lot, and my mom said she loves Fallout lore because of you. I've been watching you for years. Thank you very much, Laughing Jack." You've got, sounds like your parents have amazing taste. Will Patterson says, "Hey Ox, I wish Fallout 5 would be set in China because that be real cool and perfect for the lore because of Red Menace. But unfortunately, that will never happen." Yeah, it would be really interesting to see how China has fared after the apocalypse. But I agree with you that I doubt that we'll ever set foot on China in any Fallout game or in the Fallout show, mainly because it would break the tone of the franchise. America, the reason that Fallout is an Adam Punk game, it's an Adam Punk sort of franchise, is because of the unique Americana culture that had persisted into the 2070s in the Fallout universe and then was frozen in time when the bombs dropped. And we don't know exactly what kind of culture was in communist China when the bombs froze it in place in 2077. We can presume it, was a lot like Mao's sort of Great Leap Forward, Great Leap Backwards culture from the 20th century. I doubt very much it's going to have the same Adam Punk aesthetic. So that's probably why we'll never see China. Would it be interesting? Yes, I'd love to, but it really wouldn't fit in the Fallout style. I think I'm lost on Twitch says, "How the heck did I get here?" You happen to fall into a wormhole that brings you to the best places on the internet. Welcome. You're in the right place. Stay a while and listen. Manuel Morales says, "Ox, I know it's crazy to think about, but I've been watching you across different channels for about 10 years now. It's wild, lol. The pink paste video. That was a lot of fun." Yeah. I forget where it was. It was in the ruins of some school, I think. But they were feeding all of the kids pink paste, which is hilarious. Yeah, that was an interesting video. And then they utilized it again in Fallout 76 in that Enclave lab. You see more pink paste in there, which seemed a little strange. I think I'm lost says, talk to me. I'm lonely. We all get lonely from time to time. I think I'm lost. But here's a tip. If you're lonely and you're waiting for people to pay attention to you, the best way to get attention, positive attention, is to positively engage, right? With the other people who are watching, the other people who are in your local community, responding to their comments, asking them questions, getting feedback, engaging, right? So if you're feeling lonely, don't just sit back and wait for people to come to you. Step out and engage, which you did by leaving a message for me. So talk to the other people watching, and I'm sure you will feel right at home in no time. Brendan Lucas says, I think the Chinese stealth suit, future tanks and spider drones, but turn-of-the-century German small arms suggests that China looks very different. Yeah, you know, the tanks from the the Operation Anchorage DLC, they weren't actually Chinese future tanks. They were American drilling machines, American oil drilling machines that had been co-opted by the Chinese infiltrators and strapped with laser cannons on top of them to turn them into like battlefield vehicles. So that technology didn't really originate in China except for the laser armaments that they added to them. But yeah, you're right. All of the Chinese weapons, with the exception of the Gauss rifle, I think, were like Soviet era technology, or even before that. So yeah, China will look very different from the America of the 2070s that we know from the games and the show. Alt Brendel says, what is a 7-letter word that begins with egg and ends with soup? Chicken. Egg. Chicken noodle soup. Yeah, all right. Let's, how about... No, that's a good one. Alt Grandel, thank you so much. T. Richardson says, do you think the show would ever acknowledge Boston for a season? They've already acknowledged Boston, both in Season 1 and Season 2. In Season 2, more overtly than in Season 1, because they actually name-dropped Maxon. So, as for the other factions in Boston, I don't know. Will they name-drop the Institute? Probably not. I don't see this story evolving in that direction. I see it going in a very different way from synthetic humanoids that replace people. The prevailing theme of Fallout 4, we're now starting to find Wastelanders controlled by the Enclave. So the story arc is going in a very different way. I don't think we'll get much Institute. We will get more Brotherhood, because they're definitely investing time and energy into fleshing out what happened to the Brotherhood after the events of Fallout 4 and where the Brotherhood are going. So we'll get more Brotherhood lore, and it will touch on Boston. As for the other factions, the Minutemen, the Railroad, who knows, right? I mean, I think, really, if they touch on any other faction in Boston, it might just be the Enclave, right? To show us what the Enclave did in Boston after the events of Fallout. So, yeah, that's probably where we'll go with the show, but I really don't know, ultimately. Nathan Talzian says, greetings from Humboldt, California. Joining with a plate of shortbread cookies and 3 fingers of Lagavulin, 14-year-old, ready to relax with your positive vibes. Well, thank you very much, Nathan Talzian. I'm really jealous of those shortbread cookies. I've got my scotch, I've got my rum, I've got my cigars, but man, I don't have any shortbread cookies. So enjoy them, my friend. Samurai Ravan says, it's been a while. I just wanted to say hi. Hi, Samurai. It's good to see you again. We've all missed you. It's good to have you back. Austin Ovevrik, pardon me if I'm butchering that, says, favorite companion per Fallout game. All right, per Fallout game. Fallout 1, Ian. Fallout 2. I mean, Cassidy is cool, but he's really cool in relation to his daughter, whom we we can get as a companion in Fallout New Vegas. But Cassidy was really cool. I enjoyed Skynet too. I mean, not really as a companion to travel with, but just the idea of Skynet was really cool. Sulik is great. Like, he's just the best. He's like best friend, best companion ever. So I guess Sulik, yeah. Fallout 3, Sharon. Absolutely Sharon. He's the best as well. Then Fallout New Vegas. I mean, Rose of Sharon Cassidy is just an amazing character. Her story is great. Her side quest is great. Veronica as well, an amazing character. See, this is going back to what I was saying with one of the things that New Vegas did really well is they fleshed out characters exceptionally well. The fact that Veronica is not only a companion with an amazing story, but that her story weaves in with an existing faction so expertly that we get a lot of our faction lore from our relationship with her. And in addition to that, that her story weaves into the DLCs of New Vegas as well. It's just great character. Great character. Fallout 4. Nick Valentine. Gotta go with Nick Valentine. He's just the best robot ever. I mean, Dogmeat, of course. In all the games, Dogmeat. How could I not say Dogmeat? But yeah, for Fallout 4, Nick Valentine is what I would say. Mr. Fimpster says, where do you go to find out how much a pie weighs? Oh my God. Do I even? Okay. Where do you go to find out how much a pie weighs? Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Thank you, Mr. Fimster. Wonderful addition to the program. Love it. Henry Hodds says, hey, Oxhorn, this is my second live stream ever. How was your day? It was good. I've been working on a new lore video. It's kicking my butt, but I got progress done. Like it's a little bit every day. You just chip away at it, and then one day you wake up and you realize that it's done, and you can finally publish it. It's taking way longer than it should, but I'm working on it, and it will be done eventually. Ilaria loved that dad joke by Mr. Fimster. There you go, Mr. Fimster. I hope you feel gratified. Someone in the chat really enjoyed that. That was great. Panker Wrath says, what's the lore in the video? I'm going to keep that under my hat for now. You'll know when I publish the video. But so far, it's shaping up to be a good 40 to 50 minute long video, full of lore spanning all of the Fallout games. So really looking forward to getting it done and sharing it with all of you. T. Richardson says, my favorite thing about the show is that they acknowledged just how much music is such a big part of the Fallout games. They do music really well. Not only are they using many of the songs that were utilized by, Bethesda in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, but they are finding new gems from that same period of time that maintain the feel that Fallout is going for and enrich the universe through their use in the show. I really love the song they chose for that little duel that Lucy and Maximus had with the Fiends as they were crossing the bridge in Season 1. The song they chose there, to my knowledge, it's not from any Fallout game, but it fits so well. I don't know where they got it, but it was great. Nathan Talazian says, it's a lemon ginger shortbread. Very nice with my scotch. Ever done a dog companion only run in Fallout 2? Not deep in story, but in my opinion, very fun. I've never done a dog only run in any of the Fallout games. I enjoy dog meat, but all of the other companions are just so much more interesting. Obviously, because you can talk to them. So I always roll with a companion. Brendan Lucas says, your phone can run Heavy Rain now. You have no excuse. Heavy Rain. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it wasn't an issue with my machine not being able to run it. It was an issue of me playing the first 30 minutes of the game and being so bored. And I just didn't, the gameplay didn't resonate with me. The story didn't resonate with me. I was just sort of, maybe I should revisit it because I know it's a classic and everyone loves Heavy Rain. But when I played it, this was many years ago now. It just didn't stand out to me. So who knows? Maybe I'll tackle it again sometime. Brendan Lucas says, then you can go through David Cage games like Fahrenheit and Nomad Soul. Nomad Soul has David Bowie playing a character in his first open world game. Really? David Bowie. Nomad Soul. I'm going to have to make notes for myself because this sounds fascinating. Never heard of that before. Huh, and yet somehow I recognize that screenshot. Maybe it has passed my way before. Okay. Joe says, thoughts on the Brotherhood of Steel finding Area 51? I'm glad that Area 51 has finally been explored in some capacity in the Fallout universe. It was kind of one of those big glaring omissions that, yeah, of course, we should explore Area 51 in Fallout. It's totally the kind of place that is rich in lore for a Fallout game. And yet, on the other hand, I'm also kind of disappointed that it was done in the show and not in one of the games. Because I feel like if Area 51 could have been uncovered and explored by, us in a game, it would have given game developers a wonderful opportunity to really enrich the location of Area 51 with tons of lore, giving the developers a wonderful opportunity to expand on the world building of the Fallout universe. But since it was used for the show, we really missed out on that opportunity, and instead it served as a setting for the characters and the factions that we already knew to sort of play out their story. So we didn't get much lore from it. We got a little bit, right? We know that America was very familiar with the Zetans and Zetan technology. We know that a lot of American artifacts, or at least copies of American artifacts, were stored at Area 51 before the bombs dropped. We know that Area 51 had schematics for an alpha version of Liberty Prime. Little bits and pieces like that, but in terms of actual world building, we don't get a lot out of Area 51. And had it been included in a game, I think we probably would have. So, I'm glad we've been there. I wish we could have explored it in a game, really. Nathan Taliesin says, Fallout 2 gives you a lot of dogs. Dog meat, Robo-Dog, K9, and if you're brave and crazy enough, the Pariah Dog. That's a big squad for a Fallout game. Oh my god, I forgot about the Pariah Dog. Brave and crazy enough is right. Yeah, that's a lot of dogs. Considering they all have permadeath, though, that's a lot of danger as well. Since none of them can use guns. Dumo Genesis says, I hate it when I miss an Ox stream. Well, you're here now, and you haven't missed it. We've been live for 45 minutes. The Q&A still has about 15 minutes left, and then we dive into the game. So you're here at just the right time. G's Police says, wow, it's been a while. Hey, don't worry about it. I haven't been, looking at my watch and tapping my foot waiting for you to come back. I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad everyone's here. We're all here to have a good time, and I'm glad you're with us. Henry Hodds says, hey, Ox, did you finish up Poppy Playtime? I found the game really interesting. I wanted to, and I tried to, but it kept crashing to desktop. Now, I had a lot of problems with the latest NVIDIA drivers, but 2 days ago, NVIDIA released some new drivers, which appears to have solved a lot of my problems. I was having problems with Poppy Playtime and a number of other games as well, strangely enough. But after installing the latest drivers, it seems to have resolved them. I haven't tested it with Poppy Playtime, so I need to do that. Maybe I'll revisit it at some point. Now that's an interesting take. Tony J says, the Fallout show's plot fits more of a young adult novel than Fallout lore, if you ask me. There's an apocalypse. People build a new successful society on their own. Then some elites wake up from cryosleep and nuke it, since the new society does not fit their old plans. Yeah, that's certainly an interesting perspective. In terms of plot structure, I think I might even agree with you. It's got a lot of stuff in there that's certainly not suitable for a young adult novel. But in terms of plot architecture, it has a passing resemblance to something you'd find in a young adult novel. You're not wrong there. David Drake says, smoke rings intensify. You're right, I haven't done any smoke rings. See if I can rectify that. My mustache is a little long for smoke rings, though. It'll get in the way. Got some good ones there. Hungry Humanist on Twitch says, it's beginning to look a lot like this raid isn't going to happen. Now that's an old school viewer, if they remember that. Good to see you, my friend. Alt Grendel says, we were all surprised. Hold on, I think this is a joke. Let me get my button ready. I don't know which one it's going to be. We were all surprised when a plastic surgeon came to town. He raised a lot of eyebrows. That's what I like. That's a good one. Thank you, Alt Grendel. I haven't heard it before. You're always using new ones. Vegeta says, work, zug, dabu. Oh, man, now that's an old one, too. Work, zug, dabu. Work, zug, dabu. Man, what was wrong with me when I was younger? All those old songs. Golden Double X Age says, I'd like to see more paranormal stuff in Fallout. Yeah, and since we know that the paranormal exists in Fallout, if you'd like a good overview of all of the paranormal in Fallout, I recently published a video, I think it was late last year, on ghosts in the Fallout universe, where I tried to go in depth into every single real paranormal event that happens, real paranormal event. So check that out, Ghosts in the Fallout universe. Tech One says, "Hey Ox, are you a Pokemon fan by any chance?" Sadly, that was a bit after my time. I'm a child of the 90s. I don't remember. Was Pokemon big in the 90s? I don't know. None of my friends were into Pokemon. I certainly wasn't exposed to it in the 90s. Wasn't it the early thousands when Pokemon kind of took off? And for whatever reason, I never got into Pokemon when I was a kid, so sadly, it's not part of my childhood. All right, got about 8 minutes until we dive into the game. 8 minutes until we dive into the game. Dumo Genesis says, late 90s, early 2000s. You were already in your 50s by then, Ox. Yes. Yes, I was. I've always been in my 50s. I'm 44, and I'm still in my 50s. Thank you, Dumo Genesis. Samurai Revan says, I'm curious though, Ox, if you could retcon any Fallout game, which would it be and what would you change? In Fallout 2, I would retcon the Pinky and the Brain reference. I would take that out. It doesn't do anything to build the world. It just makes it more confusing. In Fallout 2, I would retcon out the portal at the end of tomorrow. Random encounter that you can get, which demonstrates that it was actually the Chosen One who broke the water chip in Vault 13, which kicked off the events of Fallout 1. Anytime there's time travel, it messes things up. I don't like that. I really wish they wouldn't have included that. I know they were having fun, though, but still. In Fallout Tactics, I'd retcon the fuzzy mammalian deathclaws that produce their own milk, and I'm not making that up. I would retcon that out. Because no, just no, please, no. Little things like that is what I would retcon out, but for the most part, I love all the games, even Tactics, and their fuzzy deathclaws. Corey Dorton says, Oxhorn, it's hard to believe that you're only 11 years older than me. Really? It's hard to believe that? Because what, I present myself as such an older individual? You just look at me and you're like, oh, that guy looks way older. And then you find out my age and you're like, wow, no, he's really 40. Wow, okay. All right, thank you, Corey Dorton. Yes, that is hard to believe. It's crazy. Where's my rum? Unreal Skills on Kick says it's the beard. Maybe one day when I get down to my goal weight, I'll trim the beard really short to at least see what jawline I have left under there. But I fear that if I were to do that now, it would be really disappointing. Instead of having a nice chiseled jawline, it would just be this sort of rounded rooster feature. Like the giblets on a, the caruncles. Are they caruncles? What are they? On a turkey? The sort of, yeah, I wouldn't want to show anyone that. So beard. Cody Yang says, this game is similar to Doom, Wolfenstein, and Quake. When I first played, really enjoy it. We did all the Doom games, with the exception of the most recent one. We did all the Wolfenstein games on this channel. I think we even did a few Quake matches a really long time ago. But yeah, well, that's perfect for this channel. Brendan Lucas says, do you think Bethesda should have kept Fallout 76 as Fallout Rust? No NPCs, primarily PvP, make your own story rather than turn it into this MMO. I mean, that's what I would have preferred. It's hard for me to say what Bethesda should have done in that situation because what they've done clearly works for them. And what they've done has its own loving, caring fan base. I preferred playing Fallout 76 where everyone was dead. I don't know what that says about me. I hope it doesn't say anything, but I really relished the first, several months of playing Fallout 76 when it released because I just had so much fun delving into all of this lore that was old but still so fresh, only 25 years after the apocalypse, seeing all of the different factions that lived and died in that area. Then with Wastelanders, it just kind of changed the vibe and feel of the game. And there was some good that came out of that, some real good. Like I've frequently said, the Steel Dawn and Steel Rain DLCs, I think, were really well done, with a few exceptions. The whole Marsha thing. But the majority of the plot was really well done. But, for me, Fallout 76 has lost that initial feeling that I got when I first started playing. And I don't know if it can ever come back. So I still play it, and I still have fun, but, it's not the same. Worm GG says, nice to catch one of your streams. You keep Fallout alive for me when Bethesda can't. Thank you for all you do. Well, you're welcome. I do what I can. Thank you for watching. Panker Wrath says, I think you're kind of like me in that aspect, Ox, a dungeon explorer. We both pick around a dungeon and scrape out all we can, be it lore or loot. Yeah, I was that way when I discovered Sugar Grove for the first time. Had thoroughly enjoyed just diving into that area and uncovering every terminal, every scrap of lore that I possibly could to understand what was going on there. The West Tech Research Facility, even Mama Dolce's. The Mistress of Mystery plotline was just fantastic. Yeah. Brendan Lucas says, I preferred 76 when the only humans would be the group protagonists to come out of the vault, with the idea of them saving the world being forgotten. Yeah. I never wanted a multiplayer game to begin with, so I was really glad to play Fallout 76 as a single-player game, and it's kind of moved away from that. I mean, you still can, but there are some things that are just designed for multiple people. That you can't do by yourself. So, well, that most people can't do by themselves. Unreal Skills on Kick says, any tells on Fallout 5 in it? If you mean, do I have any information about whether Fallout 5 is coming? None. Nothing. Like, they've been completely silent on it. If anything, people have been talking about a remaster for this game, a remaster for that game. But Fallout 5? No, mum's the word. We haven't heard a thing. Dally Turn says, what do you think about the Fallout 4 update, Ox? I published a video reviewing all of the content that came with the anniversary edition of Fallout 4 last year, and it was long. It was well over an hour long. I think it was almost like an hour and a half long. I covered every single piece of new content that is now canonical in the Fallout universe due to the anniversary edition of Fallout 4. And I expressed my thoughts in that video. The Vivid Kiwi says, no, Ox, there was a new Fallout 4 update yesterday/today. Oh! What? Creation menu stability and fixes, PC optimizations, massive console mod storage expansion. Yeah, I'm just now learning about this. So I don't know anything about it. Is this the update that fixes everything that the anniversary edition broke? Because if so, I'm going to be very grateful for that. Yeah, from everything I'm seeing, it looks rather like bug fixes. So no new content, just bug fixes? Creation fixes? All right, cool. Well, I mean, I'm glad they're finally getting to these fixes. How long has it been since the anniversary edition came out? It feels like forever. But that's great. I mean, if they fixed all of those issues that came with the anniversary edition, that's wonderful. Time Oxhorn says, all Grendel. Oh, is it? All right, cool. We'll dive into the game in just a second. Brendan Lucas says, seems Bethesda has been posting paid creations on their own channel, and they seem to be going up in scale for Fallout 4. Would this make you check them out? Maybe. I'm pretty swamped with my own work, doing my own storytelling right now, but perhaps I'll cover those in the future. Paper Joints, 6 Paper Joints says, here's a $5, Ox. I just usually catch all the uploads. Have a good night. Well, thank you, 6 Paper Joints. Thank you so much. Brendan Lucas says, yeah, there's meant to be a new creation with Nate and Nora in it. New lines, new story, everything. What? I'm not seeing this in the patch notes at all. A new story with Nate and Nora in it? Oh my God. It's not in these patch notes. See if I can find Reddit talking about it. Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to figure this out. But for right now, we're here to play a game. So I'll worry about the Fallout 4 update later. And for right now, let's tackle Mouse PI. Saber Starwind gave 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Saber Starwind. And congratulations to Alan, Recci, Isco, Ozzy, and Luigi Eats Pie. Thanks again, Saber. Brandon Lucas says, yes, look up something called Fever Dreams. Fever Dreams. All right. Fever Dreams. A DLC-sized creation for Fallout 4 called Fever Dreams. The original voice actors for Nate and Nora reprised their roles. Wow. I mean, if that's the case, I'm going to cover the heck out of that. King Gath does amazing mods. All right. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I'm going to have to look into it. I don't think it's out yet. I think it was teased. From everything I'm seeing, it was teased a couple of months ago. But it's not out yet. All right. Anyway, I don't have time for this right now. I gotta play the game. I'm gonna play the game. Hold on. Right.
Detective Pepper's in the house.
Here we go.
It was the last stretch, and I was starting to get serious deja vu. Now, where did that bastard go?
Okay, let's find that jerk. Okay, can't interact with those doors. Can't interact with that door. Ah, I bet we interact with that one since it's all lit up. Check out the posters. Quick and steady solves the case. Hit left shift to dash. Be on the lookout, clues everywhere. Trail went cold, press M.
Yeah, opening the door ain't rocket science.
Chase after your target. Watch your step. Space to jump.
Jumping with style.
Mind your head. Control to crouch. Money. Gotta jump.
My joints ain't what they used to be.
Heal D, one swig to recover. Press E to chug it.
First aid, the secret weapon of a good detective.
Pick the right tool for the job. Hold tab to browse your arsenal.
So now there's just one of you, huh? Wasting my time. Come on. Oh, finally.
Save smashing keeps you rushing. Use typewriters often. Pickles the Junkyard Cat says that the volume for the music is a little too loud. Okay, let's bring that down to 80. Let's bring it down to 60. Bring it down to 40. Tail picking. Oh, okay. So your tail is like a bobby pin. Oh, is it not going down? It kind of feels like it's not going down. Let's put that on 20. Okay, I think that's better. Wow, I had to really crank it down. Okay, let's pick this. Hey.
Uh-oh, we got company.
Dropped my cigar. Hold on a second.
There you are.
Okay, so I have to walk into the money to loot it. Alright, that's where I came from. Wire D. Long, white, and leading to switches. Follow them to open connected doors.
Out of every virtue in the book, he settles on closing doors behind him.
Okay, follow the cables. Can do. Oh. Oh, cool. We can destroy stuff. All right. Is there anything else I can destroy before we pick that lock? Nope. Wire D. Oh, that's the same one.
It's over. You got nowhere left to run.
I run toward the dream! A bright future ruled by big mice!
Oh, you absolute... Hey! Hell.
Micer. Oh my god, I need help! Is that a giant roulette wheel? Super Life Waster. Test your luck. Yeah! Ah! I was a snail! Ah! Come on! Ah, man. Full health, yay. Okay, I forgot that I had dash. Blue Thunder says, "Hi Ox, thanks for playing this game." You're welcome, my friend. Secret. Secret. Okay, there's a secret. Ah! Oh, cool! I got a flashlight. Hey. Comics. Mouse PI for hire. Awesome. Oh, I can't use the flashlight except for in a confined space, so I can't use it now.
Whoa, whoa. What was that? Guy's got stamina, I'll give him that.
I will find you.
That was brutal. Poor mouse. Well, now that I know they've got secrets hidden everywhere, I'm gonna have to make sure I don't miss them. Yeah. Spikes? What? Okay, well, we did it. Oh. Please stand by. I can't miss any loot. There we go.
And another. What is it with this guy in elevators?
I like how he's just like, yo, dirty rat. Another secret. They say no one crime story really starts until somebody drops dead. So you mean if I don't get all of the pieces, I'm not going to be able to complete the comic? Oh, man. You have to keep my eyes peeled.
Where are you?
Ah! Oh, spikes! What? Oh, I'm out of moves. Oh, it's timed? Oh, okay, so I've got moves and it's timed.
Oh, won't make it to the end, huh?
So that last one had moves. This one doesn't.
Stop right there!
The hell?
He's way too far. I can hear you just fine, you meddling mouse!
Really? With the engines and the wind?
Don't care!
Fair enough. I'll be there in a blink, all right?
Not a chance! This is the end of the line for you, Pepper!
We'll see about that.
I rocked the boat too hard. This is where you fall down.
What a crappy...
Line!
Oh, yeah. Remind me of L.A. Noire, please. Give me that smooth, smooth jazz. This is great. Credits at the beginning. Let's go through it. It was a dark city.
Some falls don't begin in the sky. They begin in quiet rooms, with friendly voices and fondue bottles. Mine started a few weeks back. The sky was just the exit wound. It began with a call. Routine. Familiar. Wanda from the Mouseburg Herald. Usually she swings by the office with a lead. If it pans out, she hears it first. It's simple, really. She gets her story, I get a few bucks to stockpile cheese, and for a moment, Mouseburg gets to breathe easy. But that day was different. She was tight-lipped. Meat on sight, details later. Had to be someone big. Recognizable. The kind that only says, oops, when they remember they're mortal too. Something within me, old instinct maybe, said turn back. Let this one go. That this case was more trouble than it was worth. But, well, trouble is what I do.
Oh, God. Talk to Wanda.
Jack, over here.
What's this about, Wanda? Care to toss me a cheese crumb? Or are we doing our usual tug of war?
I can give you more than a crumb, Jack. I can give you a magician.
A magician? What, like some wacko waving a stale mozzarella stick in front of a bunch of bored middle-aged mice?
Something like that. But this one disappeared mid-show, right in front of a handful of surprised mice. Some say it's a kidnapping. Others, I figured it might interest you. Goes by the name Magnificent Vandal. Or whatever.
Bandel. As in Steve Bandel?
One and the same. You know him?
You could say that. All right, I'm going in.
Hold your whiskers, Jack. You're not gonna get past the yellow tape without cred. Or a pass. Here.
But it's you in the picture.
Let's just say the officer guarding the backstage is, intellectually innocent.
I'll give it a shot.
Show your ID to the cop.
Jack?
Intellectually innocent, huh?
A lot of heat for one crime scene.
No entry yet. Shut tight. Mouseberg stinks.
No entry without an ID.
Oh, here you go, officer.
Oh, looking great today, Miss Fuller.
Oh, you.
Move along, Miss Fuller.
Bandel, the Grand Magus, and his terrifying spectacle. Dressing room 2 requires Bandel's green room key.
Tell LT I'm wrapping things up now.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to dive into a vat of water just yet. Kinda. Look at that. Mouseberg Herald. Small-time actress found dead. One of the recent Mouseberg Herald issues. Most of it is this is me talking about it, not the actual. Most of it is filled with rather unremarkable articles about city life, but a curious piece appears on the last page. One Betty Lynch, a small-time actress and former assistant to Steve the Magnificent Bandel, was found dead. Police ruled out foul play, and the case was promptly closed by authorities. Secret found.
All right, let's get this over with. Not quite done yet.
Old pages are stained with cheese to an unsettling degree. Most of it is Mouseberg General upper crust, but one name stands out. Betty Doe Fiddle, stand-in assistant, complete with her home address. Could be worth a visit.
An address book. Huh. Steve had an assistant, and she lives nearby.
A slick poster proudly displays the Grand Magus, waving a stick presumably in front of a cheering crowd. The name Bandel is highlighted, a clear sign of modesty.
Life's treated you pretty good, huh, Steve? All right, the coast is as clear as it's gonna get.
Oh, no, I can't go that way. Only schmucks skip armor packs. Grab any and all to protect yourself.
I know that, buddy. Hey!
Of course, flies always swarm rotten cheese.
Secret found. Okay. Baseball card collect. Reach the assistant's apartment.
That was a speeding ticket for sure.
Here! Time limit? I don't see a time limit on this one. I don't see a move limit either. What is that? Okay. So Taro Zamora says Oxhorn missed a comic book on the guest chairs. Oh no. I'm not going to be able to go back, will I? Aha! There it is. And sure enough, damn, another screw hit the floor. Or shrew hit the floor. Shrew? Could just be a kid. Nah, it ain't no kid. Checks out like this. Besides, that stash gives him up. But everybody is still a somebody. Right, well, I don't know where that fits in with the comic. That doesn't make much sense to me. All right, well, moving on. Oh, come on, I can't push that open? Totally normal wall. Right. Okay. Huh. Requires a loft key.
Damn.
Explosives on the move. Hit E to pick it up or F to kick it flying.
Shinglers and their explosive barrels.
Oh, come on. I can't reach it? Really? I can't reach the key. Really? Totally normal wall. It's a skeleton. Okay, how come I can't open this? Spike D's enemy smashers. Pop them and drop them. Ooh. Okay, I gotta figure out this first. Oh, okay. Aha! Well, what is it? I got the secret, but I don't know what it is. What are the secrets I got? Collectibles, cards, comics. Okay, so I didn't miss a comic. All right. Hit F to use the boot D. Stun enemies, kick down doors, send barrels flying. Well, I figured that one out already on my own. Ha 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 ha! That's great.
Going down. No other way around.
Through the subway, eh? So I guess through there? No, through there. I don't usually stick my nose in these things, but John kept pushing. Said it wasn't no accident. I'm sure as hell not a suicide. Turns out he knew the guy back in the old days. Killed himself? Bah! I knew his family since the Shrew Thicket days. Don't ask. Bad memories. Okay, guess we go to the subway.
Hey, watch it.
Excuse me. Coming through.
Oh my god.
Hey! Never heard of patience?
Ever heard of move?
Yeah, welcome to public transit, bub.
Oh. Another one. I guess it was a blueprint. Ow. Well, good to know those won't hurt me.
Do I look like a clown to you? Hey! I'll whack ya! Come on, hey!
Okay, so I was there, but I discovered it accidentally by blowing up that barrel. Well, there went all my armor. Hey, getting all the secrets. Magic Savage says, just picked up the two-headed bear NCR shirt and the Legion True to Kaisar. Love the merch, man, and all the lore videos. Thank you. You're welcome, Magic Savage. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Here we go.
That's a hit.
"26 moves left and a time limit." Oh, yay. Okay, well, I did that one. That's where I need to go. Or is that where I need to go? That's where I need to go.
Hey, don't shoot me, son. Mike Maple is the name. Yeah, smells like the devil's bunghole. But at least it's equally warm here. Now, listen. I ain't got that much time to talk, and you got a job to do, so you better hurry. I heard some baddies going up.
That's too bad. They should definitely go down.
That was weird. It was a weird interaction.
this is the place. Now, which apartment was it?
I don't remember. Robert says, "Hey pal, this one looked fun. How is it so far? I'm really enjoying it. It's pretty funny." There we go. Ooh, a shrine to Bandle.
What in the...
What?
Jeez Louise, lady. You're in pieces.
Yes. Oh, Steve was so good to me. And now, without him, I just can't pull myself together.
Well, I mean... Never mind.
Ask what happened to her.
What happened to you?
What you mean, what happened?
Well, not to double down on the joke, but you look, you know,
Yes?
a little broken up, somewhat detached.
I sure am. And I still have to find a new job.
This is going nowhere. I'm looking for Steve.
Well, who isn't? He went puff, and now some mobsters or other are trying to get the money they lost on the show. We're ruined.
Hey. No one's gonna hurt you. Anymore. All right. Any clue who'd want Steve, you know, disappeared?
Who wouldn't? But apart from the small gangs and the mobsters and the crazies and the girls and the police and the...
Okay. Let me just stop you right there. Now, give me the first thing that comes to mind, all right? Go.
Ooh, the party!
Not really the best time to celebrate.
No, the politicians, the big mouse party. Yes, sir, he did rub shoulders with them more than once. He did like them haughty perfume girls and boys, but he likes the politics more. Just ask the stage designer.
Which stage designer?
The stage designer. He tagged along with Steve and his new buddies and did some gigs for them. He's working in the opera mostly.
Oh, you could have started with that. The case stank of crime or cheese. I had to go back to the office and figure out which.
Oh, Steve!
I like how the legs move. As if they're following me. In the wake of a new fad, race to the left. One of the recent Mouseburg Herald issues, this one briefly recounts the history of cheese-legging and its surprising evolution into car racing. When the number of smugglers began to dwindle, many former drivers decided to go somewhat legit by organizing races through the wetlands and the outskirts of Mouseburg. There was only one rule. They had to turn left at every opportunity. Well, that is how racing works. Okay, no song. Okay. Ran. Jack's car. That'll end the mission, I think. Okay.
When it comes to big shots and celebrities, Wanda might have some pointers.
Oh, it's a game. Oh, okay. I don't understand. Play as the batter. Round 1. You automatically draw up to 5 cards, a full hand. Okay. Your opponent plays one of their player cards. If you're the batter, they play as a pitcher, and vice versa. If they have it in hand, your opponent can also play a second card, Tactics, which boosts the selected player's ability. You can now play cards from your hand at the bottom of the screen. If one player and one tactic card, if you have one. You may also discard a selected card, 2 cards per inning, and replace it with an increased chance of drawing tactics. Your turn only ends once you select and confirm at least a player card. Tactics are optional. Okay. The pitcher throws the ball and the batter takes a swing. If the batting skill is higher than the pitching skill, the batter hits the ball and becomes a runner, heading for the nearest base. If the batter misses, they're out. If tactics are in use, their values are added to the relevant ability of the player, i.e. the batter gets batting skill boost. Draw. If batting and pitching skills end up equal, the outcome is decided by a coin toss. Runners on the field will move a number of bases equal to their speed skill. Speed is reduced by the current pitcher's fielding skill, which can even stop a runner in their tracks. Home run if the batting... All right. I think I get it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Plays the pitcher. Jeez, this is an in-depth mini game, isn't it? I earned a prize token. Win baseball matches to earn more. Visit John's Pub to find Spike D's token prize dispenser. Collect enough prize tokens to claim a unique reward. Cheese be with you. Fascinating. Okay. Oh.
So, what's up, John?
Oh, you know, same old, same old. Plenty folks drinking, not a whole lot of them paying.
You wanna bind or something?
Oh, gods, no. And I ain't looking for no handout neither. They ain't crooks, Jack. Just broke as hell.
Then why keep serving them cheese? You know they'll just slap it on the tab and you will be waiting forever for the cheddar.
They're my folks, mostly. Shrews, you know? And when you're lucky enough to open a bar, you look out for the little guy.
Yeah, sure, but the little guy has to pay one day, right?
Somebody's paying. You, for one. No pissing in the corners. Get a bathroom.
Figure in. Very
He had my eyes, and I wasn't leaving without him.
secret collectible, 1 of 10. Very nice. Mr. Virus says, hit them with kindness. I named my fist Kindness. Thank you, Mr. Virus. IOGO says Horn. Oxhorn. Any interest in the new 007 game? I've heard about it. I haven't actually seen any footage from it yet, but I'll have to take a look at it. Not sure yet until I do.
So, Jack, did you pick up anything useful on your VIP trip to the vaudeville?
Not much to go on, but I met Bandel's assistant. There's this stage designer, see?
Roland?
Roland who?
Roland, the stage designer. Nobody ever remembers his name, so they just call him the stage designer. Quite the specialist. He can make anything, from tiny shrew-sized dioramas to huge catapults hurling limelights all over the stage.
Well, that's something. Shame you didn't bring him up sooner. Could have saved me some time. And bullets.
Jack! Hey, if I'd have known Roland was involved, I'd have told you. It's like the movie trailers. You only shout spoilers after you've seen the movie.
Yeah, well, either way. Step one's charting what I've got. This mess won't organize itself.
Pin my vaudeville clues. Well, there's my PI office, but before we do that, let's finish exploring the street. Looks like we've got soup to nuts. New arrival. Oh, it's the store. This is where I spend my money. Cards for the card game. Oh, wow, all right.
Guess Tammy's little workshop makeover ain't quite finished yet.
Requires makeover done. Tammy Tumbler.
I know a thing or two about loose screws, but you're a whole damn junk drawer. Jack?
Welcome to the Crime Wall. Here you can view active cases and associated clues. Clues collected in gameplay will be added to the carousel when opening the Crime Wall. Unassigned clues are stored in the carousel. Collect clues and resolve leads. Keep going to solve your cases. Missing magician, collected clues, Bandel's address book. Navigate the crime wall to an assigned clue. Inspect a clue to see a detailed view. Stage designer. There's a stage designer who used to run in Bandel's circle. Might know something. Resolved lead. Solving leads are crucial to solving cases. Once enough clues are assigned to a case, a lead may be discovered. Resolve the lead to figure out where to go next.
Off to the opera, then. Stick that here.
Okay, to the opera. Baseball card, all right. Clean D. Nice. light room there. I can't go out. Naughty Applejack says, hello, Oxhorn. I hope you're doing great. I think the baby doll on your head is looking for some dino nuggies before the baby doll gets away. Again, with this baby doll, I don't know how many times I have to tell you, but there is no baby doll. That's okay. We all live in worlds of our own creation. And if you wish to live in that fantasy, who am I to stop you? Okay, back to the car, I guess. Ah. Mouseburg Opera.
Me and the Mouseburg Grand Opera. Hate at first sight.
I guess he doesn't like the opera.
Hey, is Roland working tonight?
Roland? Oh, the stage designer. Yeah, he's upstairs, chewing the fat with some extras.
Okay. Let's go chew the fat with the stage designer. I believe this is the exact same lock that I picked the first time I tried. Wow, I got it. Object of interest. A bunch of Big Mouse Party members in the opera crowd.
Seems I'm not the only party here.
Oh, they're Nazis, because they've got armbands. They're Nazi mice. Oh, fun.
They won't even know what hit them.
Upset the waiters, eavesdrop.
Betty's dead? Hell, she was so nice, so talented.
Say, big guy, any way to get upstairs without rubbing shoulders with the crowd?
Oh, you want to get in? Maybe. If you're ready to cough up 30 clams. You game?
Uh-huh. Nah, I'm not big on seafood.
Okay. I'll be right here if you change your mind. They don't call me waiter for nothing.
Ah, because he waits. He's gonna keep waiting. He's a waiter. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Fell through. Okay. Well, shoot, I thought I could go through it
Well
that
done,
way.
genius. You broke the damn air duct.
Yeah, sorry. Guess I gotta pay him. It's gonna be like 60 this time, won't it? Oh, here we go. Ooh. Locate the stage designer. Shotgun! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I should save it, though, shouldn't I? I've only got 6 shells.
Come here. Hey!
Why is it always locked doors and ominous moaning?
Shotgun shells, yes. Totally normal one.
I'm pretty sure the fire department frowns on stuffing firecrackers into wooden attics.
Detonate the floor. We're just doing a controlled demolition here, aren't we? Any other secret balls?
Hey! Give me a hand here, will ya? Yeah, damn. Thanks, pal. This is really... Ow! What the hell was that for?
Standard procedure. Little sucker punch before questioning never killed anyone.
Wow.
What kind of cop are you?
A former one. And a curious one. Word is, you're tight with Steve Bandel. I got questions, and you got a favor to repay.
Guess I owe you that much. But not here. Those bastards who locked me up here could come back any second.
You didn't do this to yourself?
What? Hell no. It was them damn extras. Came out of nowhere. Roughed up the performers, swiped their costumes, and dragged me up here.
They say anything suspicious?
I mean, something about preparing for killing Stilton during the intermission and loading a big gun. Must be some lesser-known operettas.
Wait. Stilton? As in Cornelius Stilton, the mayoral candidate Stilton?
I don't know, man. I don't keep up with politics. I just finished a 20-hour calibration on the stage cannon.
You moron. They're no extras, and they ain't prepping for a show. There's Stilton. And there's the big gun. Judging by them bootsteps. So much for staying incognito.
Prevent Stilton's assassination! No!
for you!
Got a baseball card. Cheese D keeps forever. Stock up. Hit C to eat one and recover some health.
The city's buzzing with people. Just not the kind I'd put on the guest list.
Hey, tough guy! Hey! Oh, come here, good.
They just fly out. Oh no. Okay, so many barrels. Probably should have utilized them in combat. Oh, and I'm full. All right. Oh. No! I'm on fire! Ah. Okay. All right, full up on shells. Invisible wall there.
Feeling a little stage fright creeping in. Where the hell did they come from?
Right. I'm enjoying the sound design in this game. My first death! Oh, look at that.
Come here, boy. Hey, forget about it. Hey.
What is that guy? Okay. So that's a sneaky teleporting sniper, apparently. Nope, I thought that would be a faster way. Apparently not. Oh, that's hurting me? Oh my God. I'm just now realizing that that's hurting me.
Almost there, Jackie. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Nothing personal. Nice guy, huh?
Hey!
Hey, over here.
That's it.
Yay, full life, 40 armor. Wait, no, not full life. Almost full life. 40 armor, though. I feel a secret. Doggone it. Ah. Okay, but then what? Okay, even if I get up there, what is there to... Oh, man. Ah! I'm done.
Ah, namaste, traveler. What brings you to this ancient place of learning? It's a basement under a brand new opera house. Semantics ain't gonna get you across that death trap, Chief. It's a shallow pit full of garbage and... Look, pal, you wanna learn? Or do you wanna stand there flapping your gums? I got deep stuntman thoughts to ponder. Yeah, all right. Enlighten me, maestro. Now, listen closely. This here's an ancient technique passed down by a legendary stunt guru back in New Rotterdam. Changed my life. Cost me 3 ribs, but changed my life. Here's the deal. When you jump, just act like you didn't. Clear your mind. No thoughts, no fear,
we're gonna
no
learn
gravity.
double jump.
Then, when you forget your midair, jump again. Works like a charm. Gotta be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Nah, that's dumb work, Chief. The great wheel of infinite cheddar. You just gotta believe. Now get out there and defy physics. No need to thank me. Alright, sure, why not? Certainly trusted worse advice.
Yay, we unlocked double jump.
Home meditating.
Okay. All right. Wrap it up. Good job. Thank you. Well done. Mossman or Moss Dream? One of the Mouseburg Herald newspapers, the main piece is a 4-page report on the mysterious Mossman. Fallout 76 fans are going to like this. A towering creature said to occasionally emerge in the wetlands on the outskirts of Mouseburg. Is it just a folk tale spun by some locals indulging in cheese of questionable quality? Or is the Mossman a real deal? Hit space mid-air to double jump. Doesn't make sense. I've got springs on my shoes, but I'm still jumping on air. Big Guy from Utah says, do you get any Fallout vibes from this game? Not really. It's more like a film noir sort of genre. What is that? Is that a skeleton? Doesn't really ring Fallout for me, but it's certainly entertaining. Oh, God.
Back on track. Now with new tricks.
Ooh, oh. Yikes.
All right, let's shut this thing down and make it nice and useless. Jack Pepper saves the day and somehow starts an actor's strike. She's crazy. Must be some upper thing. Jeez, take it down a notch. Well, Billy Stilton did get blown to Kingdom Come.
Okay. Oh my god, the place is burning down.
Hot, 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 hot. Oh.
Okay, avoid the fire.
Forget about it.
Find a different way out. Great.
Almost there.
Hey, I ain't no clown. I'll whack you, Pat.
No going back.
So close and yet no cheese stick. A better end for a private
Leave the drama for the pros, eh? Just give me a second. There we go.
Thanks, pal. I almost got roasted back there.
It comes with the territory. You step on stage, you get roasted. Anyway, you saved my skin back there from those extras, so quid pro quo.
Told you they weren't extras. These were real bad guys with real bad intentions. Now about Bandle.
Look, Detective, I'd love to help, but I don't know much. We mostly just knock back cold ones downtown. Besides, it's not like he hasn't gone off the grid before.
Not like this. Not mid-performance. Steve doesn't just vanish. He orchestrates it, turns it into a spectacle. This is different. I've known him a long time. We went through hell together. Back in the old world.
Wade. Damn! You're the Jack Pepper? The trench sweeper?
I'm touched, but let's not do the highlight reel now, okay? Look, you don't know where he is? Fine. But you gotta know something. Where he goes, what he's into lately.
Well, he's been keeping to himself mostly. Doubt he's ever brought anyone home from Tinsel's. But when he's had a few cold fondues, he gets into some real fringe esoteric crap. Even mentioned having a lab under his mansion, sworn to secrecy on it.
Secret lab, huh? Sounds like a long shot, but... You know where that mansion is?
Sorry, Detective, but he's been worryingly private. Selective about who gets close.
Yeah, figures. Thanks for the intel, stage designer.
Yeah, good luck. And bring Steve back.
I had my next stop lined up, but not a clue where it was.
To the clue board.
Haven't seen Steve in ages. No idea where he's been living these days. Best I just start laying down the clues.
Damn, gotta whip up a new retro kablammer. This Spike D crap breaks like it's on a schedule.
The usual, bud?
Why is my door open? Steve Bandel isn't just a magician. He has a secret lab tucked somewhere under his mansion.
And give the car a proper wash. I'll be here for a bit.
Corny? What's he doing here?
Talk to Stilton. A bunch of Big Mouse Party members in the opera world. Apparently someone wants Cornelius Stilton gone permanently.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's go talk. If anyone is going to know why he was targeted, it's going to be the man himself.
Jack! Good to see you, buddy.
Likewise, Cornelius. You are in a surprisingly good mood for someone who just dodged an assassination attempt.
Oh, well, comes with the territory when you're chasing high office. While that whole affair at the opera was most unfortunate, it was ultimately good for business.
No kidding. How so?
You were a real wild card, my boy. Quite the performance, as always. You put those goons right in the spotlight, and now they're ducking for cover. Good for me. Great for the polls. But what were you doing there in the first place?
Chasing a magician who vanished off script. Boom. Gone. Not just any magician either. The magician. Steve Bandel.
What? Steve's gone?
Like a fart in the wind. And now I'm stuck following a trail of stale blue cheese crumbs.
Most interesting. So, what did you find?
Not much so far. Just running down places he might have slipped off to. You got any ideas?
Oh, I know Steve's hangouts, all right.
Of course you do.
Better yet, I think I know just the one you're after. He did some soul-searching at that mansion on the outskirts of Mouseburg. The address, here.
Why, Cornelius, you just made my job a whole lot easier.
Well, you did save my life, after all, right?
Yeah, more than once.
Okay, well, let's put his address on the board. Oh. I guess we don't need to. Well, I don't know if I can do the next mission in an hour, but I'm gonna try.
Don't you have the places to be?
Yeah.
Extra, extra! Read all about it!
Pay $15. Time for a new party. One of the recent Mouseburg Herald issues, this one has a prominent piece about a new political party formed in response to what the critics call the meager and meek politics of ones like Cornelius Stilton and his party colleagues. The new group, called Big Mouse Party, endorses, though not exclusively, mice who are big and strong, just as the name implies. The BMP is rapidly gaining popularity, especially among younger citizens of Mouseburg.
Cheesy mysteries rule the headlines these days.
Right, let's try it. Oh. What? Okay. Man, I gotta drive. Roadhouse? it's another shop. Another paper. Why not? Dark Clouds over Shrew Thicket. One of the older Mouseburg Herald issues, this one features a lengthy piece of history and possible future of Shrew Thicket, a small yet thriving village mostly inhabited by shrews. Alas, while the little rodents are running quite the business, they're also causing quite a stir. More and more mice are starting to wonder if they're getting the short end of the stick by receiving the same pay as the shrews. Some predict that this may end in more than a simple wage dispute. Do I have to buy it? He dabbled in this and that, washed some dough, lost some too, but he was headed for the big money. Something's off, Jack. You gotta take this one. Yeah, I had to take it. Bills don't pay themselves. So I went and paid the crime scene a visit. It was clean. The kind of clean an uptown mouse's nose gets after a night of snorting bugs out of rotten cheese. They sure did a good job. I had a word with the concierge. Swore up and down he knew nothing about the victim, but boy did he talk. Yeah. All right, someone else I can play baseball cards with, but I don't want to. So, let's go.
All right. According to Corny, the entrance should be around here somewhere.
Supplies!
Where the hell did those lunatics crawl out from?
A cult member?
An outhouse. That's a low-hanging one.
Is that where I came from? I think so. Hello, waiters. When does this rana?
Holy flush. We're moving. Stevie boy, what exactly were you up to? Follow the white cable, Jack.
The song will stop.
Okay. They're giving me TNT, which makes me think there's a secret room somewhere. But I don't see a wall that I can blow away. Okay, down we go. Yeah. Whoa! There's an octopus. There's an angry octopus.
What?
Okay. I can't forgive myself. I just can't. My mind keeps drifting back to Betty, enough to make me shelve my work on the unknown. Bringing her back? It wouldn't be some parlor trick in the memory lane, no. You can't turn back the river. You can't unring the bell. Still, if I had a chance to ask her one question, the only one that ever counted, and the rest is smeared with fondue. The research pact unknown. By the letter of this here pact, the scientists agreed to provide the labs, paraphernalia, and manpowers. The magician shall furnish the funds, sizable funds, and jointly they shall investigate things unknown, results and revelations to be shared equally. Termination of this here agreement requires one party to be proven an absolute unreliable Dupkopf, the professor, the magician. A contract binding two parties, the scientists and the magician, for a joint research into things unknown. The scientists provide lab equipment and manpower. The magician brings the funds, and judging by the clipped promissory note, it's a boatload. Wait, the scientists or the professor?
Huh. Steve worked with scientists. Old world scientists, no less. That could come in handy.
Smoke, mirrors, and a lot of fun. One of the older Mousebird Herald issues, this one recounts the rise of Steve Bandel, who stormed into the magic scene with a bang. A newcomer to the world of illusion, Bandel is a mouse of great promise. His tricks are drawing big crowds to vaudeville shows and even theater stages. And of course, like any true prestidigitator, he's joined by a stunning and heart-stopping assistant, one Betty Lynch, a young part-time singer and part-time actress. Prestidigitator. Big red button. Ooh.
Let's dip.
Nice. I like it. I don't know what it is, but I like it. Ho 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 ho!
Get it up.
No discord.
I will be your science. Stop it.
Devarnisher. I feel like this room respawned with new loot. Wait, no, this is a new one. Oh, that's it. I'm full of Devarnisher ammo. smoked cured special pepper D. I'm in heat. Somebody. Pepper D. You take a bite, they feel the burn. Hit E to use it. What does that mean? Is that something I haven't picked up yet? Pepper D.
Oh, don't tell me I gotta get that running again.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Now, what the absolute?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be annihilated.
What sort of devil's trickery is this?
Exterminate.
Nope. Don't want any of that, not even one iota.
Exterminate.
Oh my God. My God!
I'm cold. I'm so cold.
Mozzarella on a stick. This thing looked an awful lot like Steve's old stage girl.
Master!
Who said that?
Master!
The future is now. One of the older Mouseburg Herald issues, this one celebrates the spirit of progress, showcasing the latest inventions and standout innovations from the past decade's New World fairs held in Mouseburg. Featured among the marvels are fireproof asbestos suits for firefighters, inflatable emergency airplanes, and a smorgasbord of culinary creations from the renowned brands under the Spike D umbrella. Search the lab complex.
Master! Master, would you kindly...
Did he say, would you kindly? Oh my God. Igor, or Igor.
Hello, dear sir. I mean, master.
I'm not your master.
Everyone's someone's master.
Okay.
Who are you?
So who the hell are you?
I'm Igor.
Igor, not Igor?
No, Igor.
Why so many R's?
It's harder to pronounce, as the classics would say.
These references are gonna get old real fast.
Oh, they must endure. There's plenty more where that came from.
I can only imagine. Now seriously, who are you?
I'm the caretaker master. Or, well, I was. My former master's gone, so now it's just me.
Gone? Like, gone?
Oh, no, just he's not here. Makes the lab a tad lonely. Apart from the crazy cultists, or the robo-assistants, or that eerie, creeping sense of foreshadowing that somewhere along the way your cheese brain's gonna get fried. Oh, master.
What? That a premonition?
Oh, don't mind me, master. Just rambling, babbling. Do your thing. Maybe sweep the floors while you're at it.
What?
I am sweeping here.
That's not quite what I had in mind.
Tell me about the lab, death, and robots.
You got any pointers? Suggestions? This lab's got crazy written all over it.
Oh, it's milquetoast compared to the labs in the old world.
Believe me, I know. You're from the old world?
In a way, but Master Bandel took me in and taught me a thing or two. Gave me a job, too, so here I am. He's been away lately, though, probably on some business trip.
Yeah, you can say that again. So what's with the robot?
Well, the word robot itself comes from a famous play by
Spare me an etymology lesson. I need facts, Igor.
No, Master. It's Igor.
That's what I said.
No, you said Igor. But it's Igor.
Oh, for the love of... What's with the robot babe?
Oh, that's the Master's former assistant, Betty.
Betty? Isn't Betty Lynch?
Not in the flesh, of course, Master. Flesh is weak. But the Master was quite devastated when his assistant left him. And then, well, died. So he started building something to remind him of her.
Now that's creepy.
You don't know the lengths and depths of one's sorrow, Master. Don't judge.
Well, yeah, I guess. Still, this one seemed unfinished. Deadly, but unfinished. So, what I'm asking is there a fully built version out there?
Probably. Deeper in the lab, there should be an update, so to speak.
Great. Just great.
Ever thought about a total makeover?
By the way, I know a great surgeon. Dr. Boden Wadzuka is,
Don't go down that road, sir. That would be far, far too much for them to handle.
Them?
Them.
Which them?
Them.
I swear, I'm gonna punch him at some point.
You're still saying that out loud, Master.
Oh, right. Pretend I didn't. So, I'll be going, Igor. I gotta...
Do visit more often, Master. We can hang out anytime you want.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get along just splendidly.
Okay. Search the lab complex. If that's where I came from, then I need to go down here.
Burning.
Aha! Aha! Okay, we opened the door. But I can't get up there that way, so... Aha! This one's got a timer. No. Okay, that's the other side of the door.
Okay, that definitely did something.
The nerve to die here. Can you imagine? What a filthy... He whined about a drunk shrew spilling string cheese hooch all over the carpets. But one thing he said piqued my interest. And not just one. I'd stomach one filthy shrew, but he had a buddy. Barely made it to the lift. And the smell, I tell ya. Each step, each little tweak nudges closer to my masterpiece. Betty, whole again. Never figured cash would be the problem. Not the tech or the unknown, just banknotes of all things, standing in the way of my grand design. One of my investments went sour. Cut the dividends without so much as a by your leave. I don't ask why. Don't need to. I'll see my opus through, come hell or blue gorgonzola. Igor's pacing like a caged gator. Sweeps floors by the day, by the hour, as if he smells something's coming. Okay, fine.
Another one? Please tell me they didn't go for the rule of 3.
No mirrors, no wires, no strings, only pure slaughter.
Right.
In every trace. is going.
Mine's already gone, sweetheart.
Hot pepper. Oh. Oh, it's like a buff. No! Investigate the secret lab.
Hell of a mess, Steve.
No mediator. That's if you have poisoned my door. Damage report. You have poisoned my door.
Okay. Where'd you go?
Now, is this one of those moments in life when my endless plumbing repairs actually pay off?
We'll soon find out. I had a lead. A shaky one, yeah, but still a lead.
I'm melting. Oh
What was that? A cork?
This is hurtful.
Okay, let's So now I need to figure out a way to get in there.
Now, why do I get the feeling I'm just doing Igor's chores?
My skin, my skin. No entry yet. Oh, ah!
This looks like the final stretch of that damn lab. There's gotta be some evidence here.
If I could feel pain, I would say screaming.
Ah. Okay, but is there any loot up there?
Now this, even for Steve, this is crazy.
Oh no, there are 3, aren't there? No, not 3.
Oops, I jinxed it, didn't I? That's on me.
Yeah. 3.
By order of Steve Burnell, no egghead gets through the gate.
Yeah, well, the only degree I got is a pedigree in shootouts.
What is this? Oh, you kidding? Oh my god. Yeah! Yeah!
Steve, when I find you, we're gonna have a long talk about your life choices.
Okay. Coast Guard arrival card. The Scientists. Date, May 12th, 1931. An average dockside arrival card dated 3 years back, signed by the Coast Guard and someone by the name Von Harzer. Mentions a huge submarine.
Huh. Coast Guard papers. Arrival signed by a Von Harzer. Name doesn't ring a bell. Time to find out why.
Quitophone? What's a quitophone? It just quits the mission. The quitophone.
Guess Anaya wanted a little update. Lucky her.
Lovely Redhead says, thanks for all the fun. Thank you so much, Lovely Redhead.
What now?
Read the greasy notice. Ballistics augmentation and noteworthy gains. Clip not packing the payload you promised? Tired of firing blanks when you need a real bang? Whether you're looking for a longer barrel, a quicker release, or just something with a little extra kick, swing by my workshop. I've got a brand new piece of banging genius you don't want to miss. Tammy T.
The hell was she thinking?
Tammy?
Are you out of your mind, Tam? Announcing something like that?
Like what?
That little notice you posted. Banging genius. What kind of talk is that even?
It's about gun tuning, dummy.
Yeah. It's a what?
Bang! Ballistics augmentation and noteworthy gains. More bullets, better aim, you know? 'Cause you're old. Been working on it since my wetlands days. You bring schematics, pop them in, and bang! Your gun's upgraded! Oh! I even came up with a banger ad. More bang for your buck! Huh? Ah? What do you think?
It's, it doesn't quite,
Jack!
No, but it's good. It's good. Great! Even, I'll use it like crazy. Right now, in fact. Young adults. Sheesh.
Wow. Give the bang a shot. Press or hold right-click to fire a weapon-specific alt shot.
Hey, you ever stop and think how things would be if you hadn't tossed my stepdad into the slammer?
Easy there, kiddo. Let's pump the brakes on the existential crisis.
Now, Jack, I made my peace, okay? I was just wondering, do you ever, second guess it?
Didn't back then. Felt like the right thing to do at the time, but now, maybe not so much.
Well, things turned out okay, right?
Right. Sorta.
Whoa, they got some history? He put her stepdad in the slammer? Okay. Increased damage, clip size, max ammo, reduces spread and recoil. Alt Fire fires 3 quick, accurate shots. Increases projectile count, clip size, and max ammo. Reduces recoil. Alt Fire fires a sticky blob of acid, which explodes after a short delay. Deals area damage and applies toxic damage over time. Yes, please. Alt Fire charges up and fires a more powerful shot. With a shotgun, you can charge a shotgun shell. Okay. Reduces spread and recoil. Bullets pierce the first 2 enemies hit. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay. Pretty cool. Press or hold right click to fire the weapon's specific alt shot. Cool. It's banging. With that, we're all out of time. That's the full 4 hours, and that is Mouse PI. What a quirky game. It's great. I mean, I love the humor, I love the writing, I love the art style, the gameplay, and gun mechanics are fun. It's really well polished, gotta say. I'm really impressed. So thanks everybody for joining me. Tune in next week, same Ox time, same Ox channel for more. We'll play another game, not sure which. Let me know if you like this one in the comments below, and I'll see you soon with more lore videos and more live streams. Bye-bye now.